Hello and welcome to Road to Champion Tier, where I take teams from online, from my own building, from comments, and try to reach Champion Tier with those teams. Today we're featuring Mega Golurk and Golurk Trick Room, and it features a few interesting mons that have unique sets. For example, Golurk has Ice Punch, and overall Golurk is a unique mon in the meta, so a lot of teams are not very prepped for it specifically. Sylvan with Calm Mind is also quite unique in this meta. It's generally either Hyper Voice, Hyper Beam and Yawn, or Quick Attack, Hyper Voice and Yawn, or any combination of those four plus Detect, but Calm Mind is a really strong move. I don't believe I have a game where I actually made use of that, because Sylvan was generally my back sweeper, so I didn't really need to use Calm Mind when every enemy is already low. Torkoal with 3 fire type moves. Realistically, the reason you want to run 3 fire type moves is you might not get Eruption that easily, especially if you have to bring Sneasler over Incineroar because of King Gambit, for example. And you might lose too much HP for Eruption to do enough damage, so Heat Wave is a good cover move. And a lot of teams now carry a Wide Guard to deal with Zard and other mons, so having a Weather Ball is really useful. I do believe you can technically swap one of those for Earth Power, but I did press every move, so I do think it's still important to have all the 3 moves. Incineroar, the standard Incineroar, slightly different stats, so it can be a little bit more offensive because we're in the sun, but overall the same standard moveset, and EVs are not that outrageous. Bulky for a Giraffe, Psychic Noise to deny healing, helps with Synestia, helps with teams that are trying to do the Protect the King, they cannot be healed and all of that, so Live View and Hospitality should not work. As well as like Leftovers, so you can also deal with Leftover mons or Berry mons, all of that stuff. And Sneasler with no Protect and Rock Slide, and it shows Dire Claw, it should be Poison Jab. The reason you want to run Poison Jab over Dire Claw is the fact that you do not want to para your enemy for Trick Room, so this should be Poison Jab, but otherwise the moveset is correct. Just an alternative Fake Out user. This team is a team that reached top 65 on M3 ladder, and I am confused to why, because it has very large amount of really poor matchups. I have not found the proper answer into almost every variation of a Rain team outside of Metagross, but no one brings Metagross into Torkoal matchup, and Golurk matchup for that matter. So this team almost insta-loses to swampert teams that have Sableye who can set up Rain manually. The new archetype of Zard Pelipper, so dual weathers, and has really hard time with honestly any water type mon that is bulky, so the mons that Giraffe cannot take out in 2 hits. As an example, Milotic is extremely hard to deal with, so is Swampert, so is Primarina, despite Sneasler has a decent matchup into Primarina, but Sneasler often just dies in like 2-3 turns, so you might not get enough damage out into Primarina before you die. And overall this team just does feel weak. It's probably the weakest team I will ever feature, but well, maybe not the weakest team I will ever feature, but one of the weakest teams I've seen in a while, because I've felt like a lot of matchups were just insta losses because the team is too slow outside of Trick Room, with Sneasler being the only sweeper outside of Trick Room. I might be not that well versed in the teams. This was a last minute change. I was doing another video, but I didn't have enough time to properly make it work, so we'll see how this goes. Let's jump straight into the video. Okay. I mean, they have to bring Zard, they see Golurk, Raichu is instantly off the table. Also really want Basc Legion, they probably want Incineroar as well. My Incineroar is weak here, because they have fighting types, they have... if they do bring Raichu, I am weak to Focus Blast, right? Yeah. Do we need Torkoal in this matchup? I'm gonna bring Sylvan and Golurk, because Torkoal doesn't really do anything to anyone, and Sylvan at least has a chance to do damage there. Need to stop the song. I'm getting bored of this one. What do you think about Zoroark Floette? I've been not pressing fake out a lot. Like, I think it's a mistake. I probably should fake out Garchomp so it doesn't Rock Slide and flinch me, and if it will, I'm gonna be pissed. But if I can get a random KO on Charizard, that will be so funny. Something tantrum. I am Sash. That's an error. Because now I get... If I don't miss, I might both get a Trick Room for free. And kill Zard. That's incredible. This is so good. This is so fun. I get Trick Room for free. The desire to press a quad effective move in front of Charizard is immeasurable. Hello, Incineroar. This Garchomp is Life Orb, right? Yeah. Recognize doesn't really make sense then. Topicant also would be a throw, so I need some damage out. Hopefully I might just swap this out, because I expect this to be a dark move into Sylveon. If we just fake out in front of Armor Tail. They see that, right? Yeah, so I'm just doing this. I expect Hyper Voice to KO Garchomp here. I'm just gonna press the buttons. I could have Ice Punched Garchomp just to make sure it dies, but I don't think that's necessary. Sylveon is strongest, and Fire Feather gives a lot of longevity to this. Also, yeah, I would have hit with Sneasler with Ice Punch, which was not as useful. Golurk. They really just made it the default pose. It looks so goofy. Probably chaos, right? Yeah. My phone fell. Okay. Man, that is a single target Piper Voice. That probably still brought it down to Focus Sash, which means I always outspeed it. Okay, so his last mon is Garchomp. He already shown me that he presses Fake Out in front of Armor Tail, so I'm just gonna swap out the Golurk to reset its drops, and I'm just gonna swap in for a Giraffe. I think it's a double KO. Sylveon is so fucking strong. There is kind of a Trick Room mirror. I don't mind looking in Incineroar. Golurk looks pretty good into everything on their team though. The only mon I'm scared of is Meganium, but with my fire types I'm okay with that. So Golurk definitely comes. Question is, do I want Fareg Sneasler or Fareg Incineroar? The reason I'm thinking of Sneasler is if it's a Fareg mirror lead, Sneasler can do more damage without Fake Out compared to Incineroar. But Incineroar is better at taking advantage of Trick Room. And, well, both of them deal with... I actually like Sneasler here more. Sylveon is not mandatory, it only deals with Gallade here, which I'm okay with saying in the game. So this is what I was thinking of. It could be Imprisoned for it could be... just reverse Trick Room, but I don't see enough damage. And Poison Jab into this guy just wins me the game, because I'm definitely faster. And even if they swap and we mirror Trick Room, I still have close combat next turn if it's our Sheldon or whatever. And I am Sash, so I'm not scared. Okay, yeah. I expect it to be our Sheldon. Now it takes a chunk from this. It takes a lot. And it's poison, sick. That's good. Psychic, I'm Sash. It is kind of anti-synergy here, but I have enough Trick Room turns here to chill. Okay. I don't think I get an attack off here, so I'm just gonna Poison Jab. Okay. Caliper. I could have guessed that. That's why I Thunderbolted. I also forgot that it gets Wide Guard, that was on me. I could have Weather Bolt, but I'm also expected to KO anyway. Sick. I have the Weather for the rest of the game, and they have no Wide Guard. They have a low HP Gallade. Reverse Trick Room, that's fine. You can just set up Trick Room again. Gallade. So it is at 18, so it will... I don't necessarily have to set up Trick Room here. Also think that Fareg might just try to Trick Room again. He wants to make use of Gallade this turn. I don't think double up KOs. So my logic is he can only double up one of my mons, so he either has to double up Fareg, and I have a Trick Room, or he has to double up my Torkoal. Not only do I think he cannot kill it in one turn, I also have Weather Ball. Solar Beam, that will not do enough damage. Okay, I think he tries to double up my Fareg then. There's no way Solar Beam does enough to resist the Torkoal. That's 50? I don't think it's psychic range. It isn't. Sick. Okay, this is a game. Yep. I just ignored Freak for the whole game and it worked. I love this. Okay, this is a Floette. Protect the President team but without second Mega. So Sneasler looks super good here. Like, right. It deals with the family. It deals with Incineroar. It deals with Sinisha. It deals with Floette. It doesn't really deal with other mons, but it still is really good here. So I think I need to bring it. And Torkoal is a must-have for Trick Room mode. The question is, do I have a... Oh, wait. I did not press Sneasler. Torkoal is important here, I believe. And Golurk... Golurk is weak to a bunch of mons, but Sylveon doesn't really make sense either. I don't really want double fake out. I think my game plan is whatever the first mon is. They don't have Perig, so I can just really fake out. Excuse me. Let's finish. Okay. Don't expect to get away with it. I'm pretty sure this will be a redirection, but if it's not, I'm just gonna get damage off on Floette. Show me Rage Powder. Okay, that also makes sense. It might be just reverse Trick Room, right? Okay. Okay, I reversed my own Trick Room, that's fine. Then he didn't really achieve anything with this, because I have another turn. Effectively, this turn is neutral, and I lost nothing. I was not planning to fake out anyway, because Sinisha can redirect that. Or, I don't think it can, right? Well, anyway, I'm faster, so who cares? Household. I'm just bringing it into a range of... I mean, we can play this perpetual cycle, whatever. I have not lost a single thing this game yet. I am still fine. I can press this how many times you want. Do show me... What is the base speed of this motherfucker? Household. 111, so I am faster than that. I'm not even gonna close combat. Okay. Is this taunt? Does it have taunt? That's 50%. Oh, that's 50%. It's poison, that's good. This motherfucker has taunt, right? Population bomb, okay. You can do that, I'm fine, that's fine. Neither is going down, but... I got Trick Room up, so... I'm chill. And that thing does damage though. And... I've been pretty clear on what I'm trying to do here, so... I do not know what they expected. They don't have White Guard. Torkoal is better here. We don't know the last mon. We're just helping hand here. This is the first turn of Trick Room, so I'm still chill. I could have technically tried to like Psychic Noise this Sinisha. I just pick up double KO here. And I'm still the slowest. And they cannot fake me out, so it's Floette, who did not set up yet, and Basc Legion, who is slow. I don't think I have a helping hand here. The big problem is I don't have any direct answer, but even then, I think Corruption just does so much damage of full HP. Charcoal and all of that. I do not know if this Chaos Basc Legends, this could be a problem actually. That is 50% into Basc Legion being not very effective. Tell me this Chaos? Sick. Okay, this game. Good reminder, I do not have a Floette yet. And I still managed to get Master, so that thing is not useful. Well, it's strong, like... My best showdown performance where I got into 1600s was with Floette, but it also had Hisuian Zoroark on it, so... Oracle has a field day here too. Sylveon. I actually don't need Sylveon this game, I think. Why did I bring Incineroar again? What does Incineroar do here? My original idea was because Incineroar is better neutral into everything else, but... I think I need my guy to go nuts, right? Is there any reason to bring Incineroar into this? A better matchup into Delphox? Which Mega do they bring into me? I have double fire type, I have a Sneasler. They might bring Delphox. Incineroar is better into Delphox. Oh. I am gonna regret this as soon as we hit the battle screen. Floette again. That's sick. That's good. Everyone in their mother effects protects Floette here. He Mega evolved. Don't tell me he just doesn't claim this. Okay. Let's say to just not do damage this turn, I guess. That's fine. I've seen so many people disrespect Trick Room on first turn. What can protect this turn? Whatever comes in takes a bit of damage. That does 0 damage. Wait, I am at -1 attack. Why? How did I do like 19? I did more with Psychic Noise. I'm gonna stall our Trick Room this way. Gonna protect Floette. I gamble. Rage Powder, that's fine. I just happen to target you more. I'm losing my Trick Room turns, but I'm still full HP. I can do double protect next turn, so... And having protect on Sneasler sucks. I kinda feel like I need Sneasler a little bit later, even in 1 HP. Okay, so... You should not finish, huh? Mouse hold Incineroar. It's gotta be double protect though. No way he lets me do this, or... He just let me eruption for free. That does so much damage. Okay. Okay. You have to deal with me again next turn. Probably should have Weather Balled instead, that's fine. That's good. That's actually pretty good. I could just do that again next turn. You can ignore those eruptions for so long. That's a crit, but that's still, like, that's still damage. I'm just putting the Prodigy up to bait him. This is not the best switch, because Darkest Lariat into that slot is scary. Okay. I could have set up Trick Room, but I expected him to double me again. Thing is, I am now in the prime position to just win.